What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Much love to everybody out there. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me, rocking out, and I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys so much. So grateful for y'all being here. Want to say what's up to everybody that's in the live chat, as well as everybody that will be catching us on the replay crew. But I'm about to holler at everybody that's in this live chat because we got a show to get to tonight, and I'm very excited to be having this conversation with you guys. Right, we got the homie DC Talk in the building. What's going on, DC Talk? We got a Curly Ray in here. What's going on, Curly Ray? Right, what's going on, W Mirror? Right, what's going on, Integrity? What's going on, Anatoly? Man, all y'all in here early, right? We got the Creed in the building. What's going on, Creed? Hope y'all having a wonderful evening. We about to get to it, man. Yo, it's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm about to touch on it tonight. This should be a very, very fun conversation. I'm very excited for what we're going to be discussing. Now, hold up, look, y'all know me. Every time that I come on here, I be forgetting to do certain stuff, and then I gotta go do it while I'm here. You dig? But we're gonna do that, and we're gonna keep it rolling because it's gonna be a very, very fun conversation. So let me make sure I got this kind of queued up and ready to go. So yeah, you can't wait to get to it, and man, we got some of y'all tapping in early. We got the homie Venkata in the building with the members for 3 months saying just pre-ordered the Rebel Moon Part 2 novel. Can't wait for director's cuts in Twilight of the Gods. It's the year of Zack Snyder. Hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Much love, Venkata. Man, it's gonna be yo. I'm so much looking forward to this new Zack Snyder hour that I got coming for y'all because we're gonna be discussing a lot of this stuff that's been coming out lately, kind of since the film has dropped that I haven't been able to cover, such as the Twilight of the Gods news and just all this stuff with Zach talking DC. Just man, it's a lot to discuss, and I'm very much so looking forward to having that conversation with you guys very soon on the Zack Snyder Hour. Let me go ahead and hit you with this drop real quick, Venkata. Appreciate you with the members chat, bro.
I like Zach a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
Right? Yes. Much love, bro. Much love. We got Josh Herrera in the building. What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm very excited to be having this conversation, Josh, and we about to get to it, bro. Very excited. Thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate you as always. We got a Curly Ray with the members chat for 3 months saying tonight is going to be interesting and fun. Twilight of the Gods looks fire. Hashtag Twilight of the Gods. Yo, absolutely. Um, Look, what did y'all expect? Right? Is Zach anything that he does is going to be of like a certain level of quality? So I wasn't worried about that at all. I just knew that it was going to be fire, and I was looking forward to the first look. We got that, and that is something else that we will be covering on the Zack Snyder Hour very soon. But let me go ahead and hit you with this drop real quick. Curly Ray.
Announcements from about DC and about the DC extended universe and about what they're going to do with the movies. You know what I would prefer? Content. Like, I don't think anyone has ever gone to an IMAX to watch a press conference or to like read Twitter. It's like, great, awesome. I'm glad you guys have all of these plans. Shut up and go execute them.
What's going on? What's going on? We got Kingdom of Nerds, aka Brucifer, in the building. What's going on, bro? Hope you're feeling good this evening. Appreciate you being in here for this live show. As we're about to get into it, bro. Much love. And we got South Cali guy in the building as well. Much love, bro. I hope all y'all feeling good. Let's go ahead and get through this opening little rigmarole so we can get started with the show. In case you didn't know, we are on the road to 2K. We are trying to hit 2K by the end of 2024. Make sure you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, all that good stuff. We're trying to increase the bandwidth of the message for these two hashtags right here. We've been making a lot of great headway on that end, and we're just going to continue to push forward doing what we do until we reach our ultimate goal, right? Which is a conclusion for Zack Snyder's DC universe over on the Netflix platform, right? As we are currently speaking, Rebel Moon Part 2 is the number one movie in the world. In the world, Craig. Right? But you got some people trying to spin this as like it's a negative, like that it's not number one. Oh my god. Anyway, yo, we've been rocking out, making a lot of great headway, and if you would like to rock out with us, um, we only ask three things. That one, you be positive while using these hashtags. Rule number two, we ask that you guys don't mix these hashtags with others, as we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible. And rule number three, we ask that you guys um, don't tag, mention, quote, tweet, or reply to anybody over at WBD, which is including to but not limited to James, no, including but not limited to James Gunn. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. Y'all know how long I've been saying this. I've been saying this for over a year now. Y'all should get it, but we have to continue to come out here and say these things every stream, because if I don't, somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, Sky, what's up with the ROEs? Like, what are they for? Like, what are they? You know, why you didn't say them on your last stream?" That's literally happened. But yeah. So just hey, as long as you follow those three rules, you can rock out with us as well, and we will march ever so forward. You know what I'm saying? Until we get to our ultimate destination, which is a conclusion for Zack Snyder's DC universe on Netflix. ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube, and also ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter are the platforms that you guys should be watching for all pertinent information regarding Zack Snyder's Cell movement, as long as myself and Leon of the New Geeks. If you would like to sponsor a stream, you can donate through super chats, and they will be tallied up, and you will have your name scrolling across the bottom like the homie W Mir does tonight. Or there is a members level that provides for logo placement on this channel as well. And members, I got a super dope live stream coming for you guys very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'm about to show the members some love because y'all been holding it down, and I want to make sure that I'm continuing to feed you guys. You know, that's really rocking out with this platform. But y'all know I've been kind of busy these last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? But we about to get back on our normal schedule, and I will be having a lot more time to do content in the near future. So yeah, we rocking out, and we just hope we keeping you guys entertained and that you guys are having a good time. So hit that like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And lastly, but certainly not least, Honk the Film. There is a link in the description for a project that is trying to get some pledges from me. That is starring our very own Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Wayne T. Carr. So we want to make sure that we're showing that project some love if we can. Hit that link in the description to go to Seed and Spark to support. And you know, this project is kind of based on or inspired by a lot of topics that are close to not only myself but this fan base, such as suicide prevention and just mental health in general. So look, I'm supporting it. I already made my pledge. I'm gonna be making a second one. If you can make a pledge, please do so. If not, just share the link, and you know, everything is gravy. Yeah, we gonna get down to it. Much love, everybody. We got Nick Newsom in the building. What's going on, Nick? Sean says, "Man, I respect your hustle. Watch your vids, but your mic situation needs addressing ASAP." Yo, we got that. We got that. Much love, Sean. Thank you for supporting. All right, for sure. Just please break down for me the Zack Snyder hate. It's crazy. People that obviously don't like the film are trying to find issues with him. I'm like, wow, why? And you know what? Hold on. As a matter of fact, I may have a workaround in the meantime for the audio. Hold on 1 second, guys. Shouts out to was it Sean? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Think that should be better if I'm not mistaken. All right, yeah. Okay. So, Nick Newsom was saying, please break down for me the Zack Snyder hate. It's crazy. People that obviously like the film are trying to find issues with him. I'm like, wow, why? Yo, we gonna break it down, man, because it's a few things that's going on. And we're gonna talk about that right now. All right, we're gonna take a quick little commercial break, and then we're gonna be back with some of these topics that we're gonna discuss. Be right back.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
All right. Now let's get to it, man. Let's get to it because there is so much that has been surrounding this film, and I was kind of teasing this the other night when I said that I really do feel like this film is getting treated the weirdest out of all the films. I would say maybe even a tad bit more than ZSJL did upon release, right? By some of these bigger channels, right? And when I say access media, I mean all the people that have become the same things that we used to lament, right? When we were back in the release to Snyder Cut days, right? Remember when it was these larger platforms like IGN, Collider, places like that, right? Where they were, you know, pretty much heavily anti Zack Snyder, right? And they were kind of leading that charge. you had some YouTubers that were doing it as well, and just content creators overall. But for the most part, it wasn't a situation where it was a lot of the bigger content creators in that same space, right? Where you have all these people that are kind of like uh, these outrage artist channels and stuff like that, and they constantly just push for uh, people hating on stuff and saying that this is terrible, right? And they seem to pick and choose about when and where certain things are going to matter, when and where certain things are going to be considered new and fresh versus other films, right? And just overall how they seem to be moving with this Rebel Moon Part 2 situation, because there was a total I think it was Sin Habit kept calling it a media blackout, right? But that's pretty much what it was, right? Like nobody was covering Rebel Moon Part 2 on the lead up to this film, right? They were purposefully and willfully ignoring it. And then as soon as it drops, all of a sudden everybody got the reviews ready to go, all on cue, lock and step with one another, calling this film trash, right? And it's the same people that have been surprisingly calling for new stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get into all that because it's actually like a few different factors that kind of go into this. So we're gonna talk about a few of them. One is you have the normal, kind of Zack Snyder hate slash clickbait for engagement angle. I'm not going to spend too long on this. We've been dealing with this kind of stuff since 2016, 2017 or whatever. Yeah, probably 2016, right? So we've been dealing with this whole constant uh clickbait articles being written where they're trying to trigger us as fans and trying to get our attention for engagement and all that. So there's always going to be an aspect of that, right? As I've said, we know that this is a real thing. We can trace this back even to the whole BVS bot situation that we got proven to be right with, even with them later admitting to some of the executives at Warner Brothers and things like that using bots and hate campaigns online, right? Including one James Gunn. He even got accused of that by Nicole Perlman, the real writer of Guardians of the Galaxy, the only good one. But anyway, so I don't want to spend too much time on this because we've been dealing with this stuff since like 2016. So obviously, there's always going to be like, hey, because the Zack Snyder fan base is the biggest online fan base for any film director out there. So you're going to have people that are constantly trying to trigger us into engaging with their stuff, right? With their articles. Um, we've seen all of the tactics, right? Who was it that released? It was the top 50 comic book movies of all time, and then they had ZSJL as number one, and then they took it back down, or they took it down and then they put it back up at number 50, right? Like just little stuff like that. There's all these things, right, that are desperate, sad kind of attempts to get our engagement. There is a whole lot of that because once we get on there and we start sharing it, then it goes around a whole bunch, right? And then we're all like, "Hey, did you see what IGN said about Zach? Blah blah blah." And then you're sharing the article, and then people are sharing it with one another, and there you go. Now the video is viral at the expense of the Zack Snyder fandom, right? So it's just there's really a lot like a weird thing that kind of goes on there, but that's not all that we're dealing with here. So I don't really want to spend too much time on this part, right? But I did need to kind of acknowledge that is going on, right? But moving on, Zack Snyder owns DC right now, yo. This is another angle that I think that people are really not looking at, right? Zack has shown, even still to this day, right? The Zack Snyder DC stuff stays in the zeitgeist longer than whatever is coming out of that Superman movie. Y'all can say I'm a hater. Y'all can say whatever you want, right? Y'all can say whatever you want. But in the hearts and minds of DC fans, the general audience members, you know what I'm saying? My dad called Henry Cavill the GOAT Superman. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, in the hearts and minds, Zack owns DC. And you can't get away from that, right? So you also have, while you have the normal kind of hate and clickbait stuff going on, there's also this aspect of them trying to lessen the hype around this dude's campaign, or his film rather, because hey, like, we got a Superman movie that we're spending a bunch of money on, right? A bunch of money. We want y'all to come see that, right? We want y'all dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's clear as day that they are far behind Zack Snyder in terms of being able to retain any type of hype for anything going on with DC right now. Everything that comes up with this damn Superman movie comes and goes like a flash in the pan, yo. Everything that comes out feels inorganic. If you know, I saw that damn picture with them reading them comic books. I'm like, bro, are we really faking candid shots and putting them out there? Like, we, come on, yo. I just saw that this dude dropped what it was like, the first Superman logo or whatever. Man, look, and who is checking for that in 2024? Who's checking for that, yo? Like, let's keep it a buck. Who's checking for that? It's like, is that what we want in 2024? Bruh, it's all types of shit going on in the real world right now, yo. Real talk. I that kind of energy, I don't think that's what. Nah, man. Bruh, this script keep changing. All of a sudden, y'all think that that's gonna garner support amongst the fan base? Every time Zack opened his mouth about DC, it's out there. It sticks. It's articles. It's videos going up. People are talking about it, right? What sticks from this movie? Sean said the CEO of IGN is an ex-Warner Media exec. Crazy, right? So a hater. The hater, bro, is a hater at the head of IGN. Makes sense, right? I'll never forget this, man. I was watching. It was that dude that they used to have on there talking about movies on IGN. What was his name? Jim Vivuda or something. He was talking about something random, bro. It was like some random film, and he just threw in a shot at Zack Snyder. And I was like, what the hell? I'm like, bro, I can't even watch y'all talking about other stuff
without getting insulted as a Zack Snyder fan. Like, it was so ridiculous, right? But now the same people, or no, people that was watching this stuff happen back then are now the same people partaking in this bullshit right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's going on, Taladia? Hope you having a good day, bro. All right. This is like Microsoft Word, or I'm dead. Come on, Ocean Fresh. Nah, this is real talk, man. This is why they trying to hate on this project, yo. Like, what else are they gonna do? Yo, whatever you putting out, it ain't hitting the same. It's just not hitting the same, right? I'm sure if the people was rocking with it, then they would rock with it. You wouldn't have to be faking all this engagement, right? I feel like Samuel in Pulp Fiction. May I have some of this to wash this down, right? So the haters are obsessed with Zack Snyder, bro. Yo, I be seeing these people in my mentions, bro. It's so crazy because I'll see them in my mentions after a little while, and they'll be going back and forth with somebody, and I just be like, yo, how is it that every so often you just are in my mentions, just going back and forth about some Zack Snyder topic? Like, bro, guys are wilding. Nick Newsom said, IGN said that Rebel Moon 2 is too woke. What the fuck? Yo, ridiculous, bro. Nah, if anything, Zach was talking too much in this movie. He said, Moist Critical releases a review for part two, starting off with the sequel no one asked for, but proceeds to watch it a second time and make a 25-minute Rebel Moon. Yo, it's crazy, bro. The sequel no one asked for. Bruh, like, yo, just that statements like that. Like, how disingenuous is that, yo? It makes me wonder, like, you know, which camp are you guys falling under? Because we're gonna get to the other camps too, but it's like, what camp are you guys falling under? Are you falling under the you're just grifting for entertainment? You know what I'm saying? You guys just being entertainers, just hey, you're playing these characters. Is that what's going on? Cool, right? And that's what's up. More power to you. Are you doing this at the behest of somebody, right? Like, is that what's going on? Is somebody asking you to do this, right? Are you jumping out the window yourself and being proactive in doing this and trying to, be a gatekeeper for information? Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's just like, yo, we see what's happening. And I just think that it's it, it takes streams like this, and I think that there's going to be more people that's kind of talking about this. Matter of fact, I heard that it's been some people really, really going in on some of these reviews from this movie. I don't doubt it, right? Um, I I saw one person say that Rebel Moon Part One was just I don't know. Look, I'm over it. We just gonna keep marching forward. Is Zack Snyder is the hottest thing smoking over at DC or anything surrounding DC right now. Whenever he speaks on the topic, you feel it in degree of magnitudes, right? Versus kind of whenever something comes out about this Superman movie, kind of just goes in one ear and out the other. But maybe I'm bugging, right? Maybe I'm bugging. Who knows? Speaking of maybe if I'm bugging, I'm actually glad that I just felt this shift in energy that I did because I sent the link out to a few people, one of which was with me watching Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, and he also saw Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, with me at the theater at the premiere, right? So we about to talk about this because I felt like his perspective is a bit unique as well. So let's bring the homie on. Right, we got the homie Steno in here. What's going on, bro? How are you feeling at this moment, dude?
Oh man, it's beautiful, man. Life is beautiful as always. Ain't much change.
Oh man, you sound kind of low. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Hold on one moment. Let me see if that's on my end or not.
I'm not sure. What up, chat? Y'all hear me in that chat? Am I in that thing? Talk to me. Let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me know something, chat. Let me know if I'm in
that having a female lead and non-stereotype black man is automatically woke to some people. Hey, we know it's up. Yeah, they saying that you're a bit low. Yeah, if you have your headset in, maybe try hopping out and then hop back in, and then if that don't work, then just set it to speakerphone or something. Yeah, we got Bishop in the building. What's going on, Bishop? Hope you having a great day, bro. And shout out to Mama Bear holding it down in the chat as well. It says, hating a film on YouTube is a business for sure. Look, and it's all good, right? Because it's like we see what it is, man. Like there's no way, bro. There's no way you go from not giving a shit to as soon as it drops, you all over it. But then everybody just is just on the same type of timing. Man, get out of here. If it look like a duck, sound like a duck. What's going on, bro? Now I can't hear you at all. Are you muted? Nope. Yeah. Oh, I cannot hear you, bro. Uh
it. Can you hear me better?
oh, there we go. Yes.
All right, bet.
There we go. Charles Austin as Core is an original character from an original IP in a film whose plot revolves around her as the main lead. How is it woke again? Crazy, yo.
Bro,
Real
that's a
talk.
major key. That's a major key. That's a major key that he brought up, and that's something that I kept harping on. An original character, an original IP, nothing tied to any nostalgia or childhood memories of having Superman draws and none of that, right? It ain't got nothing to do with no lunch boxes, no juice box, no Wheaties, and none of that. This is straight dope. That's all this is. This is dope. This is straight dope. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, and Netflix truly like for all intents and purposes, like Netflix opened the trap, bro.
Right?
Real. Netflix opened the trap and gave Zach like a Carter. You know what I'm saying? Gave Zach a couple blocks out here, bro.
A
You know what
whole
I'm saying?
building, right?
They
Nah,
gave Zach a couple
for
blocks.
real.
They let bro move. He put stuff in position. Boy, you get over there. Boy, you get over there. Yeah, no,
That's fact.
it's fire. It's fire. But for all intents and purposes, they opened the trap up. They didn't even really have to front Zach nothing. He really came with it You know what I'm saying? They're like, dang, we ain't gotta front him nothing. They're like, no. I don't do no fronts, man. We eats all off the bike. You dig what I'm saying? We eat off the bike.
Nah, that's dope, man. Nah, it's just funny, man, because the response to this movie have been quite interesting, bro. Last time that I checked, it was at like a 17% or something on Rotten Tomatoes, bro. And it's
Mhm.
just like, man, when you see like, did this film scream 17% to you when you saw it, bro?
You know what's funny? I don't. When after walking out of it, I was like, I don't think I've seen a movie in the genre in years and years and years that was
Yeah.
this. And aside, man, I'm not gonna keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it, right? I knew Iron Man. You know what I mean? Like I can go back to Avengers talk. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I mean because they had cohesion, right? From a studio standpoint, they had cohesion. They allowed the directors, producers, and writers and what have you to take films in the direction that they were going to take them, work together, right, with the leads and figure out a cohesive story that they were going to marry, right? And they did that. So if that for to a certain
Mhm.
degree is one of like the real markers in recent history. And since then, even and it we didn't have a 10-year buildup of all these characters and character building and what have you. But it was so fire, bro. It was so fire. And then if we take it to the original IP point, I've never seen an original IP movie that was this good. So
Right, yeah. That's crazy, bro.
I haven't seen a fully original IP first time movie live action that was this good. No, I can't say that.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of the reviews are looking crazy, and I think that people are really starting to see through it. Another reason that I was kind of pointing to beyond the whole just normal kind of clickbait for engagement type thing is that if you think about anything surrounding DC right now, man, um, Zack Snyder is still like at the top of the totem pole, right? If you look at everything that's really come out of this Superman movie recently, it hasn't really stuck with the fans. People aren't really talking about it. But yet, anytime that Zach opens his mouth about DC, it's all over everywhere, right? And it seems to stick a whole lot more.
Right. I mean, even though Zach is our guy, right? Like I'm always gonna be honest about it. I don't really care. I'm always gonna be honest, and
Absolutely.
I don't I don't really care about what's going on with DC right now, right? Because when they had the helm, they had Pitbull singing when they had Spain, they was in Spain or whatnot. They in Spain, and you got Aquaman, and then the chick, and then Pitbull, and it don't make sense. Why is Pitbull singing right now? Why we hearing the Mister
Oh my
305?
God.
Shout out to Pitbull because we love Pitbull. This is not about Pitbull. He just wrong place, wrong time, bro. Bow, you got shot for no reason. Why you over here?
Hey, that was right after Zach was gone, though. So that wasn't no Zach thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's my. Well, no.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my
Oh
point.
yeah. Okay.
I'm not talking about Zach films. I'm talking about this is what they did when
Back.
they
Oh
had
yeah.
it. Which, if you take Zach out of the equation, you remove all interest.
Mr. 305, bro. He said you remove.
Mister 305.
Oh my God.
Silence.
Yeah, bro.
Ice.
It's crazy, man.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I haven't. I haven't been excited for anything DC related um, since Snyder Cut.
right. And look, I'll point to that now because we've been having these conversations like off air for literally like years. And you were before the Snyder Cut came out, you were always like, yo, it just needed to be better than, you know what I'm saying, like what you had been being offered at that point, right? And
Snyder Cut's the best DC movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I literally remember when you saw it afterwards, your quote was, "This is what DC should be," and I was like, "Yo, that's it." You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Bro,
all
look,
that
listen, man, listen.
that's all that I've been saying.
As a comic book guy, right? Because that's where this all started anyway, right?
Facts.
As a comic book guy, if you read them, if you ever dived into that, and if you didn't, fair enough. Even if you go back from a cartoon standpoint, even in the cartoon days, you know what I mean? We don't have to go to the pow, bang, splash. We ain't gotta do that, right? But even if you go back to the cartoon days, just take Batman for example, because it all exists within the same universe, right? Batman was a dark, gritty, grimy show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
in the character, the entire environment. You have to, if you gonna bring the character out, you have to marry that. You
yeah.
have to. You know what I mean? Iron Man was wilding. He was a wild dude, billionaire, philanthropist, playboy, blah 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 blah. Right? You gotta marry it. You gotta
Yeah,
marry it. It's just there's just no way around it. You know what I mean? So there's there's obviously agendas when you. I mean, we watch these movies. You pay attention to casting. You pay attention to XYZ, right? There's obviously agendas being pushed for whatever reason, right? There are reasons we know and reasons we don't. Unknown unknowns, known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns. You dig what I'm saying? But bro,
right.
you have to marry the idea. Whatever it is you're putting out, you have to marry the idea. Zach completely married the idea. It's really that simple. He obviously puts his spin on it. Obviously, the way that he shoots films, the angles and shots that he gives us, right, and the visual stuff that he does, like the ideas that he has in terms of like singular photos, framing and shaping, like what sets actually look like down to a T. You're gonna get a different film. You're gonna get something else, like from an experience as a moviegoer. That's just different from anything else, but it married the franchise,
Yeah,
and that's the key.
facts, man. Facts. Wonderful, wonderful. Another thing that I think was something that definitely is probably not sitting well with certain people that are wanting certain agendas out there and certain narratives was too much masculinity, man. Like
Mm.
Jaimon Hansu's as General Titus, bro. I don't think people understand. Like I was actually talking about this with Leon, bro, and like when he looked over at them after that battle, bro, and he like just had that powerful yell and that war cry,
You can
bro.
feel it,
I
bro.
almost
You can
started
feel
tearing
it.
up,
I
bro.
almost, bro. I wanted to yell in the thing, boy. I didn't want to get put out.
Right? And it's just like, man, all that, and it's funny because I was speaking with another friend who was talking about how glad that they were that Jaimon Hansu finally got to be like a strong male character and actually like kind of stay that way and be at the forefront of the battle and leading the battle and being a general and right and all that. Finally got his just due. And
Yeah.
he killed it, man. And like just watching that, if you look at what they're kind of pushing right now, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of who is popular and who, because look, the kind of male action star is almost like it's Timothy Chalamet right now. And it's like if you look at him versus then General Titus.
Look at that little boy and be like, boy, you better have powers. Ooh, you better have.
Right?
You
It's
better
like
have the powers, fool. I swear to God. If you ain't got
right.
no powers, this movie is not believable.
Right? And it's like, yo, man, it's just but those images are very powerful, man. And I think that the character of General Titus, especially in this film, it really resonated with me. And I think it resonated with a lot of people, and they could feel that power and energy just kind of coming through the screen. And that's not something that seems to be um, It's something that they want kind of pushed out there right now.
Believability.
Believability indeed.
Believability.
Right? It said he's Tiny Tim compared to General Titus, right? God bless us, everyone. You know what I'm saying? But right. Yeah, but moving forward, this whole other aspect is this anti-Netflix energy, right? People almost trying to downplay what Netflix is, right? And I think that, right, look, I think too that this kind of goes towards them, because this is why this is slash the new normal, because they're kind of trying to find their place in this new normal. Like, the streaming wars are over, people. Like, Netflix literally said, we ain't even got to report our numbers no more. Like, we ain't even telling y'all how many subscribers we got no more. They're like, yo, like, yo, look.
What you
It's like,
talk about?
yo,
Dropping that thing.
when you literally say, I don't have to report my numbers no more, like, we are so far ahead of everybody else.
Boy, I come into work when I want to, fool. I'm coming. I see you when I see you.
Right?
I see you when I see you. I'll be productive when I get here, but I see you when I see you.
The facts, man. Yeah, yo, I think that they got like over 100 million lead subscriber on anybody that's like even close to number,
Look,
close in number two.
bro. You know what? I don't care what Disney puts on there, right? I don't care what they do. I don't care. But this is the thing, and this Disney is just an example, right? I'm still not gonna say, man, fuck Disney streaming service, man. We all feel fool. And then go tweet about it like, man, we gone. We canceled, right? That's never gonna happen because nobody other than streaming services are that passionate about streaming services. You better believe it. You better believe it. Whatever I don't care about, I unsubscribe from. I take it out of my little monthly drip, my monthly account drip of $10, $5 and $6, $11 shit that's coming out of there no matter what that I don't even think about. I remove it from the drip and it's gone. I don't hate the Disney streaming service because of that or because they placed a movie on it that I don't watch. Goofball. That's not real. That's not real.
Right.
Fantasy, people. This is fantasy. This is not real. This is made up outrage. You couldn't think of a more stupid thing for the common man. A 9-to-5 dude. Me. A 9-to-5 dude to be worried about this, bro. The national economy is in shambles, bro. The housing market is terrible. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. The housing market is horrible. If you live where we live, it's terrible. My boy paying $2,900 for a 2-bedroom. Boy, it's bad out here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you don't care. They don't care. If you tweet about the streaming services, you cap. You cap.
Right.
You're a paid actor. Facts. Because you don't
Hey,
care.
man. I love it, bro. I love it, man. Cause it's like, bro, they trying to downplay Netflix and trying to act like it's like some kind of subpar, like, hey, you know, less than theatrical thing. Like, it's just totally not even on the same level. But at the same time, it's eating away into the profits of Hollywood significantly more and more each year. A few years ago, it actually overtook Hollywood in terms of revenue, right? Like,
Bro, ask
streaming
any of them goofies if they want a Netflix deal.
Right? Oh,
But it's subpar, it's this and it's that. And I don't care either. But guess what? I'll take a Netflix deal. You dig what I'm saying? Ask any of them, do they want a Netflix deal?
yeah.
Why them tweets getting deleted so good? Fast. Man, stop, man. Stop, bruh. Stop, bruh.
And like, and to the tweeters and deleters, you make me
all,
sick, fam.
all these people
And to the
belong on
rest of you,
Fig. All these people belong on Fig, fool.
hey, I feel it, man. Yo, it is hilarious, and I just think that they're trying to find their place in this new normal of like, yo, man, streaming is here to stay. These projects are going to be getting bigger, and bigger. Zach is even saying, yo, I'm gonna do a new flip on the trilogy, and I'm gonna have 3 shoots where I shoot 2 movies back to back. So I'm gonna have 3 shoots where I produce 6 films, but then it's really 12 films because it's gonna be like, yo, bro, it's crazy because you got director's cuts. So it's gonna be like one for the kiddies and one for the adults, literally running parallel at one time, all from 3 film budgets, bro. That's crazy. Like the amount of engagement that they're about to get off of 3 film budgets is insane, bro.
Hey, I love it when we get to talking these numbers. I love it when we get to talking this money, because that matters, right?
Absolutely.
That matters. That's what moves the needle, right? Because each of these things gets a check written. And when a check is written, you're expecting to see what? ROI. Every time, right? Every time. When they release a check, when they release a budget, there's a ROI in play. Every single time. And you don't do it unless you have the expectation of ROI at least X2. That's of an ROI of at least X2. That's literally where you at with it. So, bro, this is looking lit. As a way to come out, this is really 2 guns blazing. This is a Kimbo style, right? It really is. It really is. And like, look, I'm from a sports background. I'm from a really competitive background. Compete. If
Absolutely.
he's trash, if it's not good, then tell your favorite director to get in the field.
Right?
Tell him to get in the field.
Hey, I think that's why they got old boy shooting that Superman movie, and we gonna see, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who's playing Superman?
David Corrin Sweat.
Somebody look that gentleman up. Somebody look up that fine young man and send a photo in, please.
Bro, you know what's even worse, bro? They put out a picture of this dude looking like bootleg Henry Cavill, bro, on like Superman Day. It was crazy.
Listen, man.
He literally had on the same hat from Man of Steel and like the same outfit almost, bro. It was crazy.
Tell me again so I don't act crazy. What is Buddy name? What is his name?
It's David Corrin Sweat.
I'm trying nice. It is not David. It's not. It is not Mr. Corn. It is not Mr. Corn Sweat's fault. It is not his fault. It is not his fault. He's in a terrible spot that it's almost like,
bad for him.
Whose career can we kill before it gets started?
Come on, bro. Hey.
All right, look. We're replacing Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Oh my God.
Who do we want to kill? Who's Shout out dude, man, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Shout out dude. I hope he does well. I hope he does well. I hope he does such a good job as Superman that he's still able to continue and get more roles and relatively quickly and see you. While I don't think without some sort of like humiliation ritual style inductment, I don't think that you get. I'm on one. You know what it is. I don't think you get the type of career boost that you're supposed to get from a Superman movie, right? You do Superman movie as a new Superman, you're more than likely signing on to do at least 2 films, right? One in an option, right? But more than likely they're gonna want multiple films because they're well, you would assume
Oh
so.
yeah. Oh no.
Cohesive.
He's locked in, bro, for
I thank you. Thank you. Okay.
shows,
Cool.
movies, all that. Yeah.
Word. So all of that stuff is in play. You assume all of that stuff is gonna happen. I don't think you get the actual boost that you get from a Superman film, obviously, because this is just terrible position to be in. You know what I mean? Imagine this movie comes out. Imagine this movie comes out, right? Let's say this movie comes out in like a year from now, a year and a half from now, right? And like on that, and they don't even announce it until the same weekend of the movie, right? That movie's coming out 3 days before they announce a new DC Snyder movie on Netflix.
Bro, the fucking rap, bro.
Just imagine that, bro. Just imagine that. I'm that type of petty. I'm that type of petty. I would hold it. I would literally clip it, bro. I would clip it. I swear to God. I would literally clip that joint, beg, and just wait. And just wait.
Just wait, right?
You bet, boy. You better not move. You better not move. You better sit there like Tom Cruise on the first Mission Impossible when he was hanging over the floor. You better not move.
Hey, honestly, I think with it being Netflix, they could probably get away with like damn near shooting it and everything.
Why not? I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
bro. If Netflix is moving how it looks like they moving, I'm telling you, just think about it, bro. Think about it right now.
Yo, wait,
Think
look,
about
look.
it, dude.
Wait.
Think about
Just
it,
for
bro.
clarification purposes, y'all. When we was going to these events, this dude, you could just see the gears turning. He was like, "Yo, they spending way too much money on this shit."
And I know where we are too, right? I know where we're at. I know what it takes to get this venue out and
Yep.
all of this, all of it. And then you see the Netflix reps, and you're like, it's like when we saw the investors come to the company. You remember that?
Yeah.
It's like when the investors came through. It's money about to start getting moved. Either we going in this direction or we definitely going away from it. But they're about to decide right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
It's decision time. Buddy got his wife right here. Oh yeah. Buddy
Right.
he done brought his wife. He in a suit. He got a decision to make.
Man, we was out there. That damn New York event, bro, was off the chain. Like that was crazy. All the production value there with lasers, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Just all the stars is out. I was like, wow, man, they actually dropping a bag on the boy.
Man, look. Listen, dude. They moving like Idris on The Wire right now. They really are, bro. I thought he was from Baltimore when I first seen him. Fool. You couldn't tell me.
That we back up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
am I lying? Think about this, bro. Think about this. They move in. Zack say, all right, look, they're always gonna do a deal. It's gonna be multiple films, right? Much like Mr. Cornsweat. It's gonna be multiple films. Shout out to dude, and I really do wish him the best. His last name is just hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But look,
and you following Cavill, bro. That's all bad. Like with
it's
a
really
name
bad.
like that, that's crazy,
It's
bro.
bad, and it's two. This is two film. This is two things that Henry Cavill's been taken out of too. This is two. The Witcher, which is very near and dear to me, just heartbreaking, bro. He is that character, and he is Superman. So it's a huge clusterfuck in terms of that. So that's really shit, right? But they come to Zach with this deal, right? And we understand how these deals work in general, right? If you're gonna make a deal like this, it's gonna be multiple films. You're normally not getting more than 2 or 3 right off the bat. If you are, they're going to be relatively spread out, and each one is going to be learned from. The budget is going to be assessed after the first one. based on the ROI, and that will move the needle in terms of the second one, and then what we can do, right? This boy is putting out. They got like 12 pieces of cinema already like in the works to come out. That's retarded, dude. That's a ridiculous investment. That's a ridiculous investment.
Bro, just think about this, right? Like that the first budget that they opened up for these two films, we saw that in part one, right? When we go and we went to go see part two is that same budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? That's literally part of that same budget, bro. When the director's cuts drop in the summer, that's the same budget that they have used ever since, bro. And then look, when part two came out, part one started trending and went top 5,
as it should,
in the world. When the director's cuts drop in the summer, is that gonna happen all over again? Is part one and part two gonna enter top 5 worldwide, bro? Are we gonna have 4 Zack Snyder movies in the top 5 worldwide at one time, bro?
All from the same universe, and
all from the same budget. That's fucking crazy, bro. Dude, he just cracked the code.
That's wild. That's like when Tory sold that. It's like when Tory sold that album as an NFT.
Bro, he literally is saying like, "Yo, do you see I just cracked the code?" But nah, like, think about that, bro. And then also, you got the PG-13 versus the adult version and like the rated R one, right? So now you could have a situation because Zack Snyder's Justice League was rated R, right? Where you could have a PG-13 version of Justice League Part 2 and 3, and then have a rated R version as well that's probably like way longer. Like, dude, there's so much. Like, I really do feel like this was a test run for him doing Justice League 2 and 3, bro.
100%. And he just came out and showed his ass because he was like, okay, this is the budget they giving me for this one film. Let's bust that down. Bro, right? They get bro went in there and bought like 40 bows, bro, and said, you know what? We busted them all down. Everybody in the crew was like, what? We busting them all. Like, man, we busting them all down. That way, and that way.
Nah, man, this is real. This is crazy. We got the homie W Mir with a file of super chat saying if Netflix did that would be like laying a blue-eyed white dragon in attack mode with a Swords of Revealing Light card on the back.
Fuck that Yu-Gi-Oh shit, bro.
Shouts out to the Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there. You know what I'm saying?
You've revealed my trap card.
Hey, they don't know about that dark magician, yeah.
Bro, man. Hey, listen, bro. Listen, a guilty pleasure of mine as a younger, bro. I really did watch Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I really locked in for Yu-Gi-Oh until they started using dice. You lost me. You lost me when you got to roll the dice.
Yo, shout out to W Mir. I meant you would just drop real quick, bro. Appreciate the support for the platform.
Man, W Mir, man.
Real quick, shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
They don't know about that, bro. They don't know about that San Andreas.
Man, legendary, man. Grand Theft Auto 6 dropping 2029.
Right? Hey, if then, right? But yeah, look, anything else is that you wanted to touch on before we move on to the next topic, bro? About this whole the whole Netflix angle.
Um, I'm a pretty rational person. I'm pretty logical, and understanding things is really important to me. And normally, the simplest answer is the right one, right? Things are not as complex as we make them. So I can't say this enough, y'all. The outrage, any outrage from a normal person about a streaming service. You're a paid actor, bro. And that's a fact. And you probably not even paid that well. And if you are, shouts out to you. Get your chips, get your coins, get your paper boo boo. Get it how you live. Right out the mud. I'm with you. But
Right.
when you capping, you capping. When you talk about something that don't make no sense, you talk about something that don't make no sense. Did you like the movie or not? Because it's something on Netflix that you watch. Stop. Stop.
Right. Hey, this is great, bro. I am loving it, bro. I'm loving it. Uh-oh. You know what? I need a drop for us getting a contender that's stepping into the arena, right? Allow me, people. Let me go ahead and take care of these comments real quick. We got the Ghoul saying the Hollywood Reporter just reported that directors are now being picked for movies by producers and studios based on Rotten Tomato scores. That's why Zack is stuck at Netflix in director jail. Zack can't cut it no more. He's lost the plot and lost the sauce. Rebel Moon 2 got bad reviews because it's a bad wait, got bad reviews because it's a bad film. Okay, Zack failed upward. Now, the Ghoul. I would challenge this Zack failing upward thing, right? Let's just go by your logic. Let's say that Zack having the number one movie in the world that has recouped its budget by Netflix's standards, right? On part one, let alone part two, right? You're right. We ain't even gonna count
Same
that.
budget.
Right? Yeah. Same budget now, right? Zack would probably be given what, maybe a couple more movies in the Rebel Moon universe, some cartoons. That's all that we have for right now, right? Versus, let's take a look at somebody like James Gunn, right? Who had a success with the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, which he tried to take credit for singularly writing, and he got outed for lying and trying to cover up Nicole Perlman's involvement. The two subsequent sequels, right, did not live up to the expectations of the first film. And not only that, but his DC outing lost the studio almost $200 million on which was a successful first film in that franchise. Made around, like, I think it was a little over 700, almost $800 million. Did crazy amounts of merchandising, soundtrack sales, all types of licensing deals out the wazoo, Joker, Harley stuff all over the place, Deadshot costumes and stuff all over the place, Will Smith t-shirts, right? It was all that stuff, right, from Suicide Squad that made all that money. James Gunn came and made a sequel that lost the studio almost $200 million and then was promoted to the co-CEO of DC Studios immediately after that. Now, who would you say failed upward more in those two situations, Steno?
Captain Gunn.
Yo, crazy.
Now, hold on. Before you move on, let me touch on this really
Oh,
quick.
no. I'm going to leave it there.
I'll give a quick analogy, okay? Because I think a lot of this, if it's all the entertainment industry, right? And I think sometimes, uh, especially now with the rise in independence from musicians, you're able to see things shift a little bit differently, and you can also make the same sort of parallel to comedians moving over to
Mhm.
Netflix versus having HBO specials and so
Oh
on and so
yeah.
on, right? Don't worry, I'll get there. Because I don't think nobody was getting 50 million from HBO. Hello. Um, so as an independent artist, right, with closer to like a publishing deal with a record label, right? So I go to Interscope and I want a publishing deal. I'll press up all my own albums. I'll pay for all my own studio sessions. I'll go get my own beats. I don't need to be charged for the videos that I make. I'll make them my own. I don't need that as a budget, right? You get a totally different type of split, something closer to like 21 Savage, right? Who's getting a 90-20 split, right? He's one of the only artists who's actually seeing money off of his music streams, right? Like if you remember Snoop saying he saw streamed over 1 billion and it was like $400,000 or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Uh, this is closer to the equivalent of that. So rather than staying so tied into this old guard, old world narrative of I have to go and get a record deal and I have to be signed by this major label, and
Absolutely.
I go and take this 30 split on my side, 70 their way, and they run everything, and I want to make this movie, and they interfere, and they use their media machine to attack, and we go back and forth, and XYZ. Is it really failure to be able to break free from that, maintain an audience, and move to a platform like Netflix, which seems to do much cleaner business if we judge from Dave Chappelle's or even Cat Williams? If you look at those, I mean, what's the girl? Amy Schumer got like 20 million for going to Netflix, right?
Yeah.
So it really does seem like it's why you would quit your job, right? To go and sell t-shirts if you got it cracking enough on Instagram or on a social
Yeah.
media platform, right? Because why would I continue to make money in this fashion if I have a fan base, I have a product that they want, number one in 90 countries, I have a product that they want, and I'm able to find a place that's going to allow me to deliver that in a way that I like, in a fashion that I like, in the timeliness with the timeliness that I like. So I can see it from a kind of eyes wide shut perspective. If you as you look at it and you think like, oh man, he's not with Nike, or he's not got that big Adidas deal, or bro not signed the Aftermath UMG Interscope Cash Money Millionaire taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
2000.
But
Right.
you got to look at things from a more business related, practical sense. And I think a lot of this has to do with us not being incredibly financially savvy. But I challenge the Google to do a bit of research on his own financial independence and the financial independence of these entertainers and what have you. And I don't even mean this funny. You laughing? Stop laughing, bro. Because it's not funny. Stop. But I'm saying, so you have to look into it as an independent artist. Once you garner a fan base, what do you need the major studio for? To put their finger
Right.
in the sauce, and act like they made it.
Hey, Google, hit up Steno and he'll get your portfolio looking right. You know what I'm saying?
That's real too.
For
That's real too.
sure.
I am a financial advisor, so I can't link out. I can't look out for you. 3 months of bank statements, 3 pay stubs. You know what it is. You know.
Yo, we got the homie El Necron in the building. What's going on, El Boogie? Hope you chilling, bro. Thank you for
Negri.
being here. Right? Nah, this is hilarious. Nah,
Great,
that was
great comment. Great comment though. Great comment. Keep it coming.
and then he said, why can't Zach get hired by the major studios again if he's so good? Well, here's the thing, right?
Wait.
Oh,
He might have left that comment before he finished listening to what
oh,
was being said. Just give it a second.
that's
Listen
true.
to what I said first, and then because that's pretty much the answer to that. right? The question is like, if you started your own business and were able to deliver content directly to your fan base, that would be like somebody commenting on your video and be like, why don't you go back to working at Walmart? And it's like, well, why would I?
Right? And,
It's a major corporation. It's a major studio. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They have everything. Why don't you want to go back to Wallbugs?
yo, shout out to Music City Soul, because this is just what I was about to get into. He's like, studios are hiring directors based on Rotten Tomatoes, the same Rotten Tomatoes that was revealed to have critics paid to have slanted reviews for $50, mind you, bro. $50, bro. That's all it took.
I used to get somebody to stand in line for shoes for $50.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's the system they basing their choices on, bro. That's the system they basing their choices on, right? So it's like, so they can pay the reviewers and to big them up, and then be like, oh yeah, see, this
Yo.
is.
And my man Ghoul is really getting his money's worth for his question, bro. You are really getting your money's worth, bro. Like, donate
Right.
another $5. Donate another $5. Or like Dr. Umar said, next time, make it a 20, sister. But no,
Right.
for real, bro, you're really getting your money's worth, right? So if Rotten Tomato reviews are being paid for, and that's the metric that they're using to hire directors, would you say that it's fair if I was to assume that they are the people who are in fact hiring the directors are controlling the narratives of the Rotten Tomato reviews so that they can have hired who they like to have hired and get the movies that they like to have made and have the narratives that they like to have pushed? Would that be fair of me to at the very least assume?
Like $50, bro.
I'm gonna answer your question, so you got. I'm gonna answer your questions, Google. So you got to answer mine. Hop in that keyboard warrior me. You feel me?
Right. Facts. This is great, man. I'm loving it. We got Kingdom of Nerds back in here. What's going on, y'all? I actually got lost in the chat for a second. Wait, because somebody had put. There you go. There's a yeah. Here we go. He said $250 million loss for the Suicide Squad, and then this dude get promoted to CEO after that. That's crazy, bro. That, like, bro, just think about that, bro. Bro, just think about you having a loss that big for the company.
That boy good. That boy is good.
Bruh, you couldn't lose 250 bands, bro. Let
Yo,
alone.
if somebody lose 250 bands of mine, boy, we looking for him in the daylight with a flashlight. I ain't lying.
Right, come on, man. 250 M's? And y'all promote this dude? Man,
How much money
what a
did Snyder
time.
Cut lose?
Huh?
How much money did the Snyder Cut lose?
Oh, none. Matter of fact, it was a global phenomenon that they hid the numbers. Bro, you know, if that shit flopped, they'd have been flaunting them numbers all over. See?
Oh my goodness.
Nobody cared, y'all.
Ghoul would have those stats right now.
Hey, ready to go. Ready to go, bro.
He would have them right now.
We got Mama Bear with the $2 Canadian super chat saying, remind the people who is the template. Hell, who is the template? Who is the blueprint? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. Let me
Foundational team.
Let me go ahead and drop this.
Real quick, Zach. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the the fan base has their own ideas, and they seem to win.
I love me some San Andreas, man.
Hey, CJ,
Hey,
Grove Street, fool. That shit make me want to do push-ups.
oh wait, all right, wait. Here we go, Mama Bear. My bad. I'm sorry.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Wait. My bad, Mama Bear. I think you were talking about this one.
Anytime I
like
see
Zack a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
What was you saying, Steno?
I don't even remember. I was just watching dude eat it.
Right.
But he was
Hey,
just right there. But he was just right there eating.
I'm about to get on this last like little troll in 1 second, but I wanted to kind of move on to this topic real quick before I deal with this clown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's been funny is that for the past few years, it's been like constant, hey guys, we're tired of the same old things. We're tired of all these remakes. We're tired of these reboots. We're tired of, these sequels. We're tired of all this stuff, right? All this woke stuff, all this woke nonsense, y'all trying to, put these messages in all our movies and all that stuff. We're tired of all of it. We need something new. We need something fresh. We need new ideas, all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? For years, that's all I've been hearing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, right, when something new and fresh actually comes out,
He's like, man, where the new Star Wars reboot at?
Hey, like, yo, where's Star Wars at, right? Like, we're the same nonsense that we've been killing everything that they put out. People have been ripping it to shreds, but yet now all of a sudden, now this is worse than that. This is crazy, bro.
Bro, it's perpetual misery, right? We will sit and enjoy something that is wonderful, right? We will. The people who enjoy it will sit and enjoy it and commune with each other and other like-minded people who have also enjoyed it, which is what you see in a lot of the circles that are enjoying films in the same fashion that we are, right? And when a film comes out that I don't like, I don't talk about it. I ain't like it. And I probably ain't gonna see it, right? But this other thing that we realize that we're feeling or that's happening, was what you're talking about right now, is just this perpetual state of misery, right? That I refuse to live in.
Right.
I'm not living in this perpetual state of misery. I'm not adopting this mindset, right? Because there are things to be enjoyed. There are amazing things being made. If you open your eyes and see what's happening, just like in terms of what is called the new media, right? You're seeing this in every different iteration of entertainment first, and then it'll start to creep its way into other fields of endeavor as well in a more
Absolutely.
pronounced way, right? As the internet allows for more financial literacy, and allows for more understanding in these dirty contracts, right? And we own your name and likeness throughout
The
perpetual
universe and
of the universe.
yeah.
Right? What the hell does that mean? What the hell, bro? You give me a check for $2 million. You give me a check for $2 million in a contract that says you own my name and likeness throughout perpetuity in the universe, and I'm like, this is a funny ass Star Trek contract. Come on, boy, give me this. Sign it and I'm taking my money, right? Like, so as they start to understand this, you can see people leave these other forms of media, leave these other platforms that are more so the old guard, right? And have gone to newer and seemingly, at least at this point, greener pastures. You know what I mean? Now, as these other platforms start to do things with directors and movies that we're watching, that we're understanding, that are unscrupulous, of course, they're going to get talked about as well. Right?
Facts.
Somebody goes over to HBO Max and HBO Max looking like, hey, y'all, we doing good business. And we find out on the back end that they acting funny with the contracts. Guess what? We blazing HBO Max too. Right?
Facts.
But it's not because HBO Max decides to put out a movie that I don't enjoy. Right?
Right?
HBO Max deciding to pay a director or a group of people and keep those families employed so that they can put out a movie. I don't give a shit. And I don't think anybody else gives a shit about a movie that they don't care about coming out. Right? So that's what's happening. And then there's paid actors, which they exist. Then there's
Bro,
paid actors.
if I can, pretty much if I can be okay with Superman L existing, you know what I'm saying, then I think that everybody
Yeah.
can, like, because really us getting this thing over at Netflix has no bearing on what they gonna be doing with Superman and those movies theatrically. Like, it's an entirely different thing, right? That's
Of
what y'all
course.
was saying, that, you know what I'm saying, that the theaters is, hey, the grander thing, right? It's the bigger thing. So y'all should be happy that Zach's playing on little bitty Netflix, right? Little old Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Facts. Hey, look, bro. Life is so beautiful. Um, as things get revealed, as more is revealed all in time, most people won't come back and apologize,
No,
right? Most
absolutely
people
not.
will not come back and kiss ring like post to, right?
Right?
One knee, kiss ring, apologize, hold hand like this in palm when you do it, right? Most people are not going to do that, right? They are going to quietly go on and enjoy the movie and get back in line with everybody else once everybody else does, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
They're,
absolutely.
they're going to get back in line as soon
It's
as it
happening now.
becomes popular enough and you start seeing more of it and more of it on your Instagram. And the media, the paid actors in the media start dying out and get oversaturated, and that doesn't become fruitful anymore. They'll move on. And then they'll stop talking about Zach completely and hope that it goes away while they send their producers to go and do the same thing. It's not new, right? It's
Right.
not new. When PetSmart comes up with something, Petco probably be shitting on it. Like,
Yeah.
that's garbage. And then it start working. Shit. And then they gotta sit back and be like, hey man, let me get one of those. Take that thing back to the factory and take it apart and see how they did this.
Facts.
For real.
Facts, man.
And then try and recreate the wheel.
Hey, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving all of the discourse. It really lets me know that you know, whenever Zach drops something, bro, it's so funny how they were trying to skew this thing, man. Cause because like, yo, part one had 24 million the first weekend. This one only had 21, not even knowing that it had a whole extra day. Like, it had a whole extra day because it came out on Thursday instead of Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bruh, it's like, yo, Is it number one or not, dog? Like, what is we talking about? Like,
But who's going back and forth about that? That's not paid to go back and forth about that.
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't
Y'all
care
motherfuckers.
whose album goes number one or number two. If I like it, I'ma listen to it. And if I don't, then I'm not. I don't know what they said Taylor Swift is probably gonna sell 2 million first week.
Crazy.
But an iPhone farm is huge. Huge. The iPhone farm is like an airplane hangar, dog. But
Hey,
look,
they had to have heard that Kanye interview when he was like talking about that 7% conversion rate. You know what I'm saying?
I love the numbers, dude. The numbers tell it. They just tell it. You start hearing the numbers and you start hearing the percentages, ROIs, conversion rates, and XYZ. You start hearing all that stuff, and then you know why somebody acting the way they acting. It tells the story perfectly.
He said, and then their channels magically disappear.
Right, but then another channel pops up with 20,000 subs
Right? No,
out of
bro.
nowhere.
This one is even
Getting
worse
another
because
credit.
he talking about old boy, the one at the premiere when we was here last time, the one that said something to you.
To me or to you?
Yeah, no, to you,
Yeah.
bro. He's like known in the Snyder community, and it was just weird because all of a sudden it was time to talk about Rebel Moon, and his channel got taken down, and it's just hella weird. And then it's like right after Rebel Moon weekend, it's like, oh, I got my channel back. I was like, bro, y'all motherfuckers is weird, bro.
But look though, but look, trying to be want to be first in line.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Wanna be right? Hey,
Lotion,
crazy,
lotion,
right?
lotion in your hair. Got lotion. Got lotion in your hair. Went straight Ryan Garcia and put lotion in your hair. First in line,
Crazy.
just eating. But what? But for what? But for what? And want to turn around and speak to some real gentlemen, some actual respectful gentlemen.
Oh my God, man. Crazy, bro.
We can't allow people that are on the juice to talk about real athletes.
Fact.
That's it. That's all. If you're on the juice, don't talk about a real athlete. Don't speak to an actual athlete when you're on the
Mama
juice.
Bear said, you sure that was lotion? That was that hair gel
It's
from that something about Mary. Is that hair gel?
Is that hair gel? Bruh. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Bruh, crazy, man. Bruh, I was like, really? Is this what we're doing? Like, we're gonna get you we're getting our channels taken down not to not talk about Rebel Moon, bro. I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. Bro.
Look, I'm still hot. You just reignited. I'm hot all over again. I was hot in the moment.
Oh nah, fact.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it in the moment.
Hey. Oh my God. Quiet as kept, bro. Let him tell it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was
Goof.
Look.
Seriously.
Look, y'all started
Seriously.
putting y'all last questions in comments.
Bro, look, man, look. All right, man, let's chill out, man. This is a family show, man.
Oh my God,
real
bro.
life, like a literal swirly, like change falling out your pockets and everything. Coins hitting all over the bathroom floor. Beat it.
Bro, oh my God, bro. Y'all should have heard this dude Steno right afterwards though. He was like, bro,
To be sugar vanilla
he
ice.
got fucking jail caked up in his hair. That brave
He's
and
still right in
bathing.
front of me. Look, man, this is not extra. I'm literally just being who I am. You make the choice to stand in front of me. Now we're here as an op. As an op.
Trying to get placed in front of us, right? Like that's what was crazy.
But and then turn back and act like
Following
he's
the
cool.
principal around. He want to, hey, you know, yeah.
Man, where you park at? Where you park at?
Look, I put your last questions and comments down at the bottom. Nah, man, this has been a very, very fun discussion. Been very enlightening. You know, I'm glad a couple of the ops came in here
Shouts out
because,
to y'all.
yeah, because y'all keep the streams entertaining, yo. Honestly, that just adds
It
to
really
entertainment
would not be right. It would not be
factor.
right without.
Facts. And honestly, bro, too, just so you know, that when you're on YouTube and stuff, whenever you start getting bots and stuff in your chat, that means you popping, bro. Like, cause they
Oh
wouldn't
God,
be there.
it's actually up.
They wouldn't be there, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
cause there'd be no need for them to be there, right? Because you're not really moving the needle.
I look at them like the quality assurance people, like when you call into a call center and they go, "This call is being recorded."
Right.
I look at them. I look at them like that. They're just coming to see if we actually as lit as we say we are, and we are.
Which Sin Havoc says he should have chosen option 3. Hold up. Steno don't know what option 3 is.
What is option 3?
I was like,
You see my face? I was like,
no. Because I was like, yo, or you could shut the fuck up.
or
Hey, bro. Option 3, bro. Because everybody was like, nah, because James Gunn only got 2 options. I was like, bro, look, he could either, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he got 3. You know what I'm saying? It just went with option 3, bro. For sure, for sure. The ops boost the engagement. Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. And it allowed us to. Ghoul really allowed us to get to a great point.
Oh, absolutely.
He allowed us to get to a great point, and I love teaching. That's a huge part. That's a huge part of what I do anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I love disseminating information. Breaking stop, dude. Breaking down things. And honestly, bro, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? I can't blame him for thinking that being with the major studio is the end all be all. It is the greatest. It's the highest form and or achievement that you can
Yeah.
receive. And if you've been there and now you choose not to be there for whatever reason, you must have taken a step backwards. There must be something wrong with you because there can't be anything wrong with the establishment. The establishment and its governing bodies can't be broken. There is no immorality in that place. Huh?
Right?
This is
There's no
a
crying
place
in
of
baseball.
there's no crying in baseball. This is a place of good business, hard working, honest people. Huh? Is it not? So I can't blame Ghoul for thinking something like that, right? Because he's been fed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
100%.
fact.
When he was working at General Dollar, you know he wanted to go to Ralph's. You know he wanted the produce section at Ralph's.
Bro.
He was tired of seeing that manager special, man. He's like, I want to
Ralph.
get in there at a reputable company, huh?
Hey. Hey, like Walmart, right? Like, hey,
Like
Walmart's
Walmart's.
everywhere. Look, I want to
Give me one
thank
of them
Steno for
snazzy blue
joining me
vests.
tonight, man. Huh?
Give me one of them snazzy blue vests.
Facts.
Match with all my cohorts and whatnot. So can't blame him, but I'm glad he let us get to that point though. But you know, make some parallels to some other forms of entertainment and why independence would be better. And once you have an audience, what do you need the rest of it for? You just need a publishing deal.
Hmm. I think they mad that Zach and low key cut out the middleman. He going direct, like almost directly to his consumer base. He said, "Bro, I'm on y'all phones. I'm on y'all tablet.
He's one step removed from ZackSnyder.com. And the movie being, but no, serious. And the movie
Right.
being available on ZackSnyder.com, which I'm not sure. I don't think that's what he's gonna do. I think that this is proof, and what's gonna happen is more proof of how the bags are gonna start coming. Like it's gonna start getting a little ignorant. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just it all lines up. And if you pay attention to it, and if you know business or love business at all, like I do, I'm very fond of business and watching how it happens. Then you can see it, bro. You can see it.
Hey, look, over here we say business, right?
Straight business.
Business, right? 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that know what that means in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That 50-50. Damn, man, it's business. You know. Look at him, bro.
Man,
Bro, I got to get you caught up on everything, bro. You gonna have to.
I need that.
Bro, you gonna laugh your ass off when I tell you what that's from. But
I need that.
bro, look.
Send me a spreadsheet, dog.
He said Steno is the counter 50-50. Yeah, he is the counter 50-50. It's the other way. You know what I'm saying? It's still 50-50, but it's the other way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at me. Boy, I tell you, this dude, no,
Yeah.
bro, that's a waffling dude, man. Don't know how, bro. Never stick to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Oh, my. He said, he not ready for prime time. Bro, y'all crazy, man. Look, we about to get on out of here, man. This has been a great conversation. I want to thank y'all for pulling up. We just thought it was important to discuss this thing and really get down to the nitty gritty and bring you guys some fun, entertaining conversations. Be on the lookout. We got more streams and stuff planned on very, very soon. You may be seeing a live stream popping up somewhere on another platform pretty soon as well. So just be on the lookout for that. But man, in terms of all this, yo, look, what's your final thoughts as we close on out, Steno? And yeah, bro, how does it feel? Like, yo, first of all, knowing me for all these years and all the yapping I've been doing about the Snyder cut and all this stuff, right? Like,
and I just want to fight.
Crazy.
Right? I just want to fight.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, because it's funny. Like normally you be like you prior to me getting involved, we be doing this, and I'm just fighting. Right? Like,
Yeah,
all right, cool. This what you like? This what you own? What's the opposite of that? Because we fight. So I would just go contrarian just for the sake of it. I love playing devil's advocate. It's like my favorite thing. You know this, right? Right? But we talked about this like in the very first time I ever got on, right? The very first time we were ever having this conversation, because you wanted my perspective as a person that really knows very little. Right?
Yeah.
At the very least, in terms of the inner workings of it, right? You could tell me where we are chronologically in the Batman universe, and I'd be like, oh, this is what's about to happen. So that I understand. But what was going on in terms of these films and why there was such a lack of cohesion and this director, that director, and this happened, and actors in, actors out. You know what I mean? And all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It was just such a huge, it just seemed so off. And at that time, I wasn't paying as close enough attention to it to understand why. So I'm just like, haha, look at what you like over there mismanaging the franchise.
Yeah.
Running around fucking up the church's money. You dig what I'm saying? So, but we're watching it, and I'm like, okay, now I understand what's going on as I learn more and learn more and learn more. And it was just nasty work. But based on what we've already been through, just completely separate from any of this, which I can't wait to get y'all the story on that. That's gonna be nuts. It's par for the course.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That kind of bad business. Right?
Yeah.
It eventually does get revealed, and when it does, you can look at it and just be like, damn, I can only understand what it must have felt like to have been in this space. Right?
Yeah.
So I've literally been a goat working on a time frame and a plane that is all your own, right? To have been an actual GOAT in your field and being marginalized by these people that don't know shit.
Nothing.
Shit, right?
Thanks.
Which, if given the opportunity to do what you were trying to do, they would fail,
Yeah.
right? I think that what I've learned more than anything is much like in every other industry, bro. The talent doesn't need the machine as much as the machine needs the talent,
Mm.
right? The question is, can the talent outlast the machine?
Mm.
Right? The machine's eating off of the machine's still eating off 50-year-old talent that died 50 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? The
Mm.
machine's money has white hair on it. That's how old it is. It's growing
Yeah.
white hair, bro. So they'll be able to outlast, right? If you can gather a fan base as a creative, as a talent, you can outlast the machine. And that's really what this is. Can you outlast the machine? In whatever your field of endeavor is, in whatever your industry is, can you gather your niche before the machine can destroy you? Can you find your fan base before the machine can destroy you? Can you find a way to deliver your product to your fan base successfully in a succinct manner that your fan base enjoys before the machine can, or without the machine? And then if you're able to do that, then the machine is going to be back on bended knee, just like they always are.
Hey, great observations. Loving it. Appreciate you being on the platform, bro. Everybody is loving having you over here.
Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Where that comment go? We got Necron saying, by the way, 30-year anniversary of 71 by the Admiral. Woo! Don't nobody care about David Robinson, bro.
Necron, don't make me break that down, man. I don't even want to do that for the Admiral, bro.
Right?
Because they
Yeah,
was
that's
going.
the quote of the stream. Yeah, for sure.
Or
That's the quote of the stream. Shouts out to the homie Steno. You dig? Right? Yeah. Appreciate you coming up, bro. And yeah, we just want to get out of here, right? I ain't about to keep y'all too much longer. We will be back pretty soon with more content for you guys.
no doubt,
As
no
for
doubt.
myself, we're gonna get at y'all next time. Oh, and tune in to Cartoons and Cereal this weekend. It will be very special. We got a special announcement for y'all this weekend. You dig? We're gonna get at y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.
Won't you take